on 12.3, video listeners. So we're multiplying and dividing rational expressions. So we're on number 5. Okay, Matthew, what would you do on number 5? Why can't you see? Okay. Okay, here we go. Why is it this way? Okay. Okay, this one, how can you factor the x squared minus 4? Can I factor anything else? I see something else you can factor.
You can take negative 8 negative 8 x minus 16.
And what would I get?
Negative 8 parentheses x plus 2.
And I really think to keep these binomials in parentheses will really help clarify it for you. Come on. I guess I was wait. So now what can I remove, Matthew?
Remove x minus 2.
And
Then you could reduce negative 8 and 8x.
what will I get?
X. Or negative x.
Where is the x?
Negative 1.
It's negative 1 over x, because x is in the denominator. Okay, everybody understand that? Okay. Elliot, what would you do on number 6? Can I factor 3x plus 2? No, so I'm going to just put it in parentheses. I like that idea. Can I factor, this is like over 1. Can I factor x squared plus 5x plus 6? No? What would be a method that I would use to factor that? Diamond. So Elliot, if you have 6 and you have a 5, how could I factor that?
2 times 8.
2 and 3. So what would that be?
It would be x plus 2,
X plus 2, x plus 3. Now on the bottom, in the denominator, 2x plus 4. What can I use to? Thank you. Elliot, what would for GCF, what would I take out? 2, and what would I have left?
x plus 2.
Now what could I remove?
X plus 2.
And so what would be my final answer?
3x plus 2, and then x plus 3 over 2.
So it's basically doing what you did yesterday, but we just have 2 fractions instead of 1 fraction. That's the whole thing. Okay, Safa, on this one. I need to move my book. Okay, so here, 3 I can't factor. Can I factor the c cubed minus 1? This is like over 1, Safa.
Yeah.
And what would I do? See what? All over. Can I factor this some more?
Yeah.
To what? Difference of squares. Can I remove anything?
Yeah.
Just
No. Actually, yeah, I think
the c's, because it's 3 times c. It's not 3 plus c. It's not a binomial. You have 4 factors up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm canceling that c. So you get 3c minus 1, c plus 1, all over 1. So you don't need anything. Canceled everything. Okay. Erica, number 8. How would I factor this v squared minus 2v minus 15? Diamond, and what would be the 2 numbers? Negative 5 and 3, so I have v minus 5 and v plus 3. And on the bottom I just have a So that cancels. And you're done. Not hard, is it, you guys? As long as you have your factoring. Emma, how would I do number 9? Asia, let's pay attention. Put the book away. Okay. Right. This is over 1. Can I factor this? What would I do? Very good. And then on the bottom, how do I factor this? M plus 1, M minus 1, and what could I remove? And you end up with 4m plus 2 over m plus 1. All of those are multiplications, so now we have a division. And don't fret. Yes.
I was wondering if I could do number 10.
Okay. How would you factor this, Armand?
First, you have to use the diamond to do 10.
Okay. And what would that be?
5 and 2.
5 and 2, so you'd have what?
X plus 2.
A plus 5, 2.
A plus 2, A plus 5.
Okay.
And then you have to flip this one, I believe.
Right.
So,
This,
yeah, it would be A squared minus 36 over A plus 5. And then minus 6 you can't factor down. So, like A squared minus 36 you can take and make A plus 6, A minus 6.
good. It becomes the difference of squares. Excellent. A plus 6, A minus 6, and this is A minus 6 and A plus 5. And now what could I remove?
You can remove the A plus 5 on the bottom and on the top, and the A minus 6 on the top and bottom as well.
And then your answer is?
A plus 6.
We can't see.
Oh, A plus 2, A plus 6 over, no, just that.
Over 1, so it's just this. Excellent. Questions? Monica, on the top switch of the light switch, could you turn it off and then turn it on again? This is still doing its way, but sometimes. Okay, and now turn it off. Let's see if that. Yay, it stopped it. Oh, they went back on. Shoot. It's, I think the air movement up here. Okay, Asia, how would you do number 11?
You would put the second one from
So can I factor this? I can't factor this, so I'm going to put it in parentheses. So what would I have in the numerator here?
A over A minus B.
Okay, so I have the AB here, and I'd have the A minus B. So what can I remove?
A minus B.
Can't I cancel this, A?
Oh, yeah.
You have 3 factors, 1, 2, 3. It's A times B times this. Up here you have 2 factors. Both the A and the A are factors. There's no plus in there. So what's my final answer now? 1 over B when you cancel everything out. Excellent. Okay, Taylor, number 12.
For the top one on the first fraction, you can factor it with the modified diamond.
Good. So what's on top?
Negative 36,
Mm-hmm.
and then negative bracket on the bottom, and then on the outside, 6 is on the top part.
Good. What are you looking at? What numbers are you looking
For the modified diamond.
at? Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
So if you try it out, negative 1 and 36, negative 2 and 18, negative 3 and 12, negative 4 and 9. Yay! If I prove. There you go. If you're having a hard time, just be methodical about it. You'll get there.
What is it?
Yeah, and I just switched it. So it's 4 and negative 9. Now what do you do with it?
We'll put that into the factoring tree.
So what would they be?
Would be 6 on the outside and then x plus 4 and then, or just kidding, 3 on the outside and then x plus 2 and then, okay,
I'm not understanding about the 3 on the outside. You reduce this to 3 over 2, but it's not on the outside, it's 3x plus 2. And then this you reduce by what?
the other one,
Yeah, can't,
so it's 2x minus 3.
very good, there we go. So now what becomes our numerator of the second fraction?
X plus 1.
Okay, so now we gotta do the bottom. Yippee for us. Okay, so you have to do this again. So you'd have negative 6 and negative 1. What else do I do?
The 2 goes on the outside of
On the top. Is that what you mean?
it. Yeah.
Okay. And then what?
5 and negative 1.
They want to add up to negative 1.
Yeah.
And the factors have to be negative 6. Something times something has to be negative 6.
2 and 3.
There we go. And which one would be negative?
The 3.
And then can I reduce?
Only on the left side.
And that would be a
1
over 1. So what would be my factors here?
x plus 1 and then 2x minus 3
And
and then another 2x minus 3.
so what can I remove?
The x plus 1 and the 2x minus 3. One of them.
And so my answer would be
3x plus 2 over 2x minus 3.
excellent. Okay? Okay, Michael D., last one. 13, lucky number 13. My son always picked that number if he had a choice for some reason. I could never figure out why. Okay, so you have this. Okay. So what would it be?
You have 2 at the top and 2 on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 and 1.
Very good. So what would that? It'd be x plus 2, x plus 1. What would be in the numerator of this one?
1.
1, because this very good. So I have 4x, and how am I going to factor this? 5x squared plus 5x, because I turn it upside down. Everybody understand that? I'm just not showing that step. What would you do to factor this?
You see that?
Good. And what would that be?
5x times x plus 1.
Okay, I kind of made a mess of this. So what can I cancel now?
You could cancel x plus 1,
And you end up with
x plus 2 times 1 over 4x.
times 5x, which is, what's 4 times 5?
20x.
And what's 20x squared? Can I cancel these? No, because this is a binomial. I think by putting them in parentheses will really help clarify that you don't cancel anything.
Yes.
It really does, doesn't it? Okay.